Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Pocket Change, the world's favorite unknown podcast. We are here bringing you reselling information to help you be a better reseller and possibly a better man. I'm joined with my co-host Joel. Joel, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you, my friend? How are you?
Not.
Says I need to turn off my camera to improve my performance.
That's what mine says when me and the wife are in the bed, because it's not. No one wants to see that. See, that was funny.
Hey, I moved my sign. It's over there now. You commented on my background one time. I don't remember if it was on this episode or a different episode. Maybe it was on the one episode that didn't work out. I don't know. But the folks, I had my previous sign tucked over the side this way.
Yeah, at least now I can't. I can only see a sliver of it over here.
Sliver.
Right here, yeah.
Right.
Before it's just halfway. You know what? That's not. Do better.
It's much deeper that way.
Yes, that's what she said. All right, let's.
Family show. Family show.
Anyway, talking about when we were at the river, man. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Dirty-minded.
I'm sure you were.
Yeah.
Anyway, so where is our? There we go.
No, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Nope. Wait a minute. You don't have it even trimmed out for us. There you go.
Pocket change.
Pocket change, where the stories are weird and the profits are...
What the hell just happened?
You broke it. Jingle.
Playback error.
He broke our jingle, folks. There, I was just getting ready to get into it, and he broke our jingle. I cannot believe it. He broke our jingle.
I don't know what's going on here.
I guess we need to not have our jingle.
No.
He's got a different color solo cup.
Maybe.
What happened? The inquiring minds want to know what happened to the Wendy's cup.
I quit doing it because Dave didn't like it, or wherever that guy was. I don't go to Wendy's like I used to, I think.
I don't think you do either. I think since you moved home, I don't think you go to Wendy's as much as you did. Since you got back to Tampa, I don't think you go to Wendy's as much.
To be truthful, the issue, the place, my new job is not next to a Wendy's anymore. I'm a man of convenience, right?
So Wendy's only. So you hear that, Wendy? We apologize. You're no longer convenient to Ben.
Yeah, no. Wendy, if you would sponsor the podcast.
He loves your biggie bag.
Yeah, I do.
He loves your biggie bag.
Yeah, I like.
But
Wendy's
you're
big
not
old
convenient
bag.
anymore.
Yeah, she's gotta try harder.
Yes, gotta. I guess you're gonna have to start offering free Uber Eats or something there, Wendy, to get Ben's hooked back on your nuggies.
All right. Hey, welcome to Pocket Change.
Where the stories are weird and the profits are strange. We win some, lose some, it's all fair play. Come ride a pocket change. Go ride a pocket change. Pocket change.
It's funny. It's showing folding money.
Yeah.
In that. It's moving, and I can only think pocket change. So what was that song that was out a few years ago? My money don't jingle, it folds. I'm like, I wish that was true.
I think the issue is nowadays, dollar bill is just pocket change. It's no longer worth anything, right? Yeah.
Whew, that's true. In fact, we don't even have pennies anymore, folks. And my younger brother said that the stores in his area have stopped giving the benefit to the customer. If you pay in cash, they penny back to themselves. Right. So we're in that world again. I guess nobody got mad enough during the pandemic when coins were short.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, we have some interesting news that we'll discuss as well for you on this episode, as well as our pick or pass. But in the meantime, how has your week been? How has the week been to you?
It's been good. I had a good week. I did another MaxSold sale, made another $300. Didn't do as good as I wanted, but I realized after I posted it, there was like 7 sales in the same day. So I'm going to pay attention to that in the future. I think and they were overlapping, so I think that's why I had less people in my sale. I'm not doing anything for next week ending because it would end on Saturday, which would be the 4th of July. So we don't want that. So I'm still building a catalog I have one ending next week, but then for the following week I won't have one. But you know what? I'm making a little bit of money. It's surprising what sells for what. I had some hockey cards that sold for $30, and then I had some tools that sold for $1. So kicking around different ideas. I don't think the tools that I have are going to do well on there. I am onboarded on the common shop commons, where you can sell to other resellers. I might make lots up and try to sell them on there, where I'd ship them to somebody. Also thinking about doing that on eBay instead of... I'm making these lots of different items together, and then start them on this auction site. If they sell for $1, they sell for $1, right? And so why not take a chance on eBay? The difference with eBay is I could start them at $10, right? And then they have to pay the shipping. But I don't know. I don't know if I need to waste my time doing that. I'm just trying to get rid of my death pile. So far, I've gotten $900 from a flea market, $400 last week, $300 this week. I'm knocking it down, and I've only done this much of it. So if I just get rid of it, I get rid of it. That's where I am. Today, I had the pickup times between 10 and 12:30. One person didn't show up, so I texted MaxSold, and they were like, "Oh, this happens sometimes." Then like at 3:30, they're knocking on my door, which I didn't care for that, right? I gave them their stuff, but I was like, "Hey, you got to be here on time." And then they were like, "Yeah, I know. This happened, that happened." I'm like, "All right. If you buy something from me again and you miss the window, then don't just come to my house." And that's what MaxSold talked to them. They said, "Yeah, they can't do that." I'm like, "All right." But other than that, it was cool. I had a good time. eBay's been doing okay. I've been listing and growing there, but at the same time, I pulled off all my Funko Pops because they haven't sold in forever. And I loaded them up and put them onto the MaxSold to try to knock them out, get them out of here. A couple other items that I had. My Matchbox cars that haven't been selling. I think I sold all the decent ones, so I just had the junk left over, so I pulled them off. So I probably pulled like 400 items off of eBay and put them into this sale that's coming up now to see if I get something out of them. And they're doing okay. I'm not going to get eBay prices for them, but I'll get them out, make some space, and bring in some new stuff to eBay. Here you go. That's my week.
Cool. So what have your sales been like on eBay? Because I know June, we always talk about how June is one of the tough months to do this. So how have your MaxSold's been going okay, but how have your sales on eBay? Are they down, they up, indifferent?
They're not exciting. I've been having like one or two probably a sale every other day. But I haven't been doing that much, so probably my fault more than anything. Sold some belt buckles. I sold a user manual, which, for a Toyota Tacoma. Like a Heinz book. I think that's what it was. I feel like you'd work on their car. But that got delivered. And then the guy's, "Hey, I didn't receive this." I'm like, "It shows delivered." And he's, "Yeah, I know it shows delivered, but I don't have it, so I want my money back." I'm like, "Yeah, no, I don't know what you're talking about." So I've been going back and forth with that guy. He still says he doesn't have it. It shows delivered. I think once it shows delivered, because then he opened a case and I put in there into eBay, it was delivered, and they canceled. They closed the case. And then he sent me a note, and he's, "Hey, this isn't right. You're ripping me off." I'm like, "I ain't doing anything. I shipped it. The U.S. Postal Service, you need to check with them. If they're saying it delivered, they delivered it somewhere. It's not me."
And that's the truth, too. And eBay, that is eBay's policy. Yeah. I found out a little bit about eBay more this past week. Mm-hmm. So the one that I had that was an open return, eBay sent us both a message and was like, wanted a status update. And so I sent back to eBay. I was like, this is what last I had heard was, "Hey, basically, they want me to pay for shipping. I'm not doing that. They want me to refund their money. My policy before, as they bought it, was that they would ship it back to me." And here's the last communications. And what eBay then did was, eBay was like, "No, you can't do that." You can't. eBay came back to me and said, we have cut. It's over with. We're not even going to give them, because they had until the 23rd to actually ship it back. And eBay actually cut it a week early because eBay said that they cannot ask you, if they buy your item under your return policy, they cannot ask you to send them a label. They cannot ask you to go ahead and refund the money. That is crossing a line there. I guess eBay does not like that. And so they went in. You're on mute, brother. Yeah, you're on mute.
Oh, and I said the most poetic, interesting stuff for y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened there.
I'll bet you did. But anyway, eBay does not like that. eBay is very quick when it gets borderline extortion. Yeah. eBay, they cut a line. And that's why I was like, I didn't promise them nothing. I was like, I'm not doing this. I will not send you a refund. Ship me back the item. That's the policy you bought it under. And I'm not sending you a label. Ship me back the item. And I'll be glad to, once it's returned, evaluate it.
Yeah.
And look at giving you your money back. And eBay was like, nope, they crossed the line there. So, guys, now I'm going to tell you, too, eBay did it was a kind of a form thing that came to me that they had closed it, but they cautioned us. So, as resellers, you got to be careful, too. Don't give anything. Don't try to extort the buyer. Don't try to tell the buyer something that's not in line with policy, because they'll cut you too.
Yeah.
Just not a biased. They try their best to be fair between the parties, but they're going to go by what the rules were at the time of purchase. Now I have since gone back, and on all of my stuff that I have listed new and relisted, I have changed it over to mostly to a 14-day return policy. eBay used to have restrictions on that. Certain things had to be 30 days, some things could be 14 days, and some things just had to be returned.
Yeah.
I've not had any problems this time. I don't know if they've lifted that category ban or what. I don't know. But everything I've got now, I've been changing to 14 days. But my sales have been okay. I'm like you. I'm selling a couple things here and there. Not really anything to write home about.
Yeah.
Not really having any big sales. I tried to do what the gentleman who came on and told us what he was doing. I tried to start setting that up. There are some where you can do multiple sales into a cart. They can put multiple things in a cart and reduce things like that automatically, and he gets more sales that way. So I was trying to set that up. There are some things you have to adjust within your account. I don't have all of them adjusted, and so I don't know why it's not. I know that's why it's not working, but I don't know what all I need left to adjust.
Right.
So I'm glad that I'm going to get all my money, that they're not continuing to hold. eBay cut out the hold because of what happened. So a great thing actually for me. But yeah, it's a little slow. It is a slower month than what I expected.
Yeah, but it should be expected to be slow. So that's it. You were hoping that you were going to blow it out this month. That's not going to happen.
Well, I was hoping that the reason June had not been great for me in the past was because I had not been listing and doing my self-similars. And that's not the case. It's not a great month. So now what has been interesting to me is I have had a lot of the Christmas stuff that I have listed, like Christmas ornaments, Christmas figurines. I've been getting a lot of weird offers on those. We're talking like 70% off. And I'm like, no, I literally, one person messaged me and was like, why you not, literally the message was, why you not sell at price? And I was like, because I know if I wait till closer to Christmas, it'll sell for what I'm not going to take your 70% off.
Why you not speak English right?
But I'm not going to take your 70% off offer. Guys, you don't have to do that. If you have, I want to remind you right now, if you have coats, the first 2 years, I did that.
Yeah.
And I was like, why am I selling a $30 coat for $6 because it's July? I said, hold your prices, guys. Don't do that. If the retail stores want to go and put stuff on sale to get it off their floor, that's fine. We don't have to do that. We can sit and hold it in our inventory until the season changes and put it out and leave it listed. You don't have to take 70% off. And when you go to relist it every month, I know you're doing that. when you go to sell similar relist, you don't have to adjust, even though they say mean price right now on this item because it's out of season is $9. You don't have to drop to $9. I realize I don't have to do that.
Hold on to it; it'll eventually sell for what you want, or
Yeah.
at least more than $9.
Yeah. Well, I had two beautiful coats that I had listed late. They listed in December. I listed them in December. They didn't sell until summer, the next summer.
Yeah.
And they sold for next to nothing, and I let them go, and I was like, why am I doing this? As I was packaging them up, I was like, why am I doing this?
Sometimes you just want to sale, I think.
As you're selling similar, you get used to, especially when you're new, you're like, oh, this is what I should sell it at because this is what these items are selling
Right.
at. But if it's out of season, guys, you don't have to drop. I'm tired of this drop. I'm just tired of playing the whole seasonal thing and the 70% off game.
Yeah.
And I know that may sound crazy, but I know that I will sell the in-season items, like the Christmas items. They're going to sell at Christmas time. I always have been able to sell. And Ben's has sold a lot of Christmas items at Christmas time.
Definitely. It definitely is a time to sell it.
It is. But if you've got it listed because you don't want to take it off and take pictures again, you don't give it away.
No, just
70%
sell
off
similar and
and-
don't adjust the price. That's what I would do.
Just sell similar, don't adjust the price.
All right.
Leave it.
That's good information.
So that's one thing I was going to say. How was your feedback?
I have gotten feedback, but I have gotten no new feedback. My automated feedback went up by 12. So I've been getting a lot of automated feedback.
And that's my problem too. A lot of automated feedback. No, people just aren't leaving feedback like they used to since they changed that policy.
Well, the one thing I've noticed too is in feedback. Let me share that with you guys. Is you know how when you used to sell something and you would sell it for less than you'd take an offer. Like you look on here, I took an offer for $10 on this, and it's $10. Same thing with this. The 95s is what I was selling stuff for. So everything I'm taking an offer is at $1 or less than 95. But if you go back before, it used to show you this, like a line through it.
Mm-hmm.
So at some point in the last 6 months, they've gotten rid of that. So now you can actually look at it and see that that's what it actually sold for. I know when you're trying to do a little research, you end up seeing a lot of that slices, but you don't know what it really sold for. You just know they took an offer. I think they've changed that. I've noticed that on my feedback, that it's now actually showing what it sold for, no longer just a line through it. So that's kind of cool.
Well, yeah, that's really helpful, and that may tighten up the build how we're pricing.
Yeah, and I think that's probably eBay to itself trying to get its AI there. So with the slash through it, it doesn't know what it actually sold for in even the AI they're using. So probably trying to get that where it actually shows the actual prices things are selling for, so that way it can get a better way of giving an estimated price to sell things for. So that's a plus. Pretty exciting stuff there, huh?
Definitely.
Yeah, but no new feedback.
Definitely.
I got 10 or more of the automated, but no one's leaving me feedback. And I do believe that since they put in the automated feedback, people are not as concerned with giving feedback. So
here's my problem too with this whole, and I've said it, and you and I have discussed it. Guys, we really like to hear your comments on it too, especially some of you guys who've been selling a lot longer than us that actually find our podcast to be entertaining. Is feedback worth what it used to be?
yeah.
Now that we're doing all this automated, it just seems like it's gone by the way of Google. Google reviews used to be this huge thing, and I used to leave a lot of reviews when Google first came out, the Google reviews, and it was this huge thing. Now nobody really pays any attention to it because it got to where it was nothing but negativity stuff. You see somebody's been in business for 45 years, and they've got 3.7 rating or whatever, which is an average rating. And you go through and you're like, good Lord, 80% of it is negative. But you know that, and they've got 80% of it's negative. It wouldn't be 3.7, but still, it's just, I think that's where we're at, is it's going to be automated feedback or negative. I think that's where it's moving to. And I don't like it. Go back to the old school way of doing it. Yes, I have gone up in my numbers like crazy because of the automated feedback.
Yeah.
But I liked it when we could go, hey, we got feedback of the week. What's your feedback of the week? Oh, somebody said, really great shipper, fast shipping, would do business again. Those were the days when we looked forward to it. Now I'm just like, we might even have to cut it out of our segment here, brother.
Or maybe we start selling more, we'll get more feedback. Who knows, right?
Maybe. You might be right.
But feedback of the week.
So,
yeah, automated. There you go. Did you have a sale of the week you want to talk about?
Feedback. My sale of the week, I sold a socket. So it's nothing to write home about. Like I said, still selling.
Yeah, I sold a couple belt buckles, reusable, rechargeable AC hose, VHS, a couple die-cast event cars and then I actually sold a cassette too. I got rid of all my cassettes except for audiobooks. I get rid of them. But there was one, I guess, that was in with the VHS stuff, and it actually sold this week, which I was surprised, for $7.95. But it was self-hypnosis, subliminal motivation to lose weight. So,
hey, maybe I did that.
I should listen to that. Some comic books. Nothing to write home about, nothing fancy, nothing big.
What is that noise in the background? You got something?
That's probably my cell phone.
Wild. Anyway, I was going to say, folks, because we talk about a lot of things other than just reselling on here. Has anybody noticed how the Mountain Dew has changed?
American Dew? Maybe for the...
It's now American Dew.
That's probably for the football that's going on, probably. I don't know. Or is that what it really changed to?
I don't know. It should say Diet Mountain Dew. Now it says Diet American Dew. It was so confusing. It was like we were looking online and trying to order our groceries, like which ones are which. Because now they got like this Dew, that Dew. Good old American Dew, I guess, is what we like. And it's just, I do like the new can, I guess. Got all the red, white, and blue going on.
Yeah.
For the 250, I guess. Anyway, folks, if you've got stuff like American flags, American pins, American belt buckles, things like that, right now is the time to really have those listed on your store. Any bicentennial stuff. You know what's funny? I was looking in what was it, 1976, they had a bicentennial coinage.
Yeah.
Why do we not have a bicentennial
we
coinage?
Don't have a 250, you're right.
We don't have a 250. What has happened?
That's probably why it's like that, because of the that's probably what that is. Because it is an American thing, Mountain Dew.
Our Treasury has decided to give up on making coins. I don't know. Where's our 250 quarters? Where's our 250 silver dollars? Oh, yeah, silver's too expensive to put in coins anymore. But
they can still sell them as silver, right? They still do silver coins.
Yeah, but all I know is for the World Soccer Cup, World Soccer Cup. Yes, I'm saying soccer, not football.
Football.
It's funny to hear all these foreigners talking about our food, our cars, and how much they love it, and our AC. But I didn't need the French guy talking about going to his hotel room, stripping naked, and sitting on the AC. I did not need to have that mental image.
I agree. The one guy with there was a guy from Japan. He went to go have Mexican food, and they brought him chips, and then he was like, no, I didn't order these. And no, they come at the table. And so he ate the whole bowl of chips. And then and then they brought him another bowl of chips. He ate 3 bowls of chips until he was like, stop bringing them, man. What are you doing? He couldn't even eat his meal because he didn't want to dishonor the server by not eating the free food he was giving him.
Welcome to America. Our drinks are cold and you get refills. Yeah. And if they bring bread or chips, and the one guy was at Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh my gosh, the bread.
We get bread.
Welcome to America.
So I guess in some other countries,
I'm figuring most of y'all are not going to go home.
I guess in other countries, they'll put stuff on the table, and if you eat it, then they charge you for it.
Yeah, you get charged for it.
Yeah, well, it's on the table. It's free in America, right?
Or you have to order appetizers in a lot of other countries. When Julie and I have gone to other countries, that's been the way it's been. If you wanted, and burgers, you know how over here you buy a burger, some places it's getting different. But it used to be if you bought a burger here, you automatically got fries, or you automatically got a side with it. In other countries, it's not necessarily that way. You have to read the menu. You ordered a burger and you just get the burger. And I couldn't believe it. We were in one place and ordered a burger, and it was like ordering a pizza.
Yeah.
You got one topping, and any topping after that was, and they called it toppings, and it's like, when did ketchup become a topping?
You get ketchup.
You can have ketchup
or mustard.
If you want mayonnaise, that's another topping. You want onions, that's another topping. Tomato, another topping.
$43 hamburger all of a sudden.
Yeah, but it is interesting, and so they are commenting on that. It's great to hear that, guys. If you're not paying attention to it, pay attention to it. Really, the German guy who rented a Hemi Charger, or Challenger, a Hemi Challenger, like your car, but he got the Hemi in it. Yeah, and he was like, just too fast, and he's like, it's too much. I gotta get a ticket.
Just don't push the gas pedal so hard. It's fine.
Yeah, keep your foot out of it.
All right.
Oh, there are some things that are great about being American.
Yeah, there is. It's definitely an advantage.
eBay's one of them, but only I only really like it when we're selling. Not kidding. So just some clarification points. The eBay coin rule is completely 100% in effect now. Yes. You do have to select a grade for coins now. Now, thank God they've got one that says circulated unrated, which means that, and I wish I had a coin right here with me, but I don't because I've been doing some cleaning up. But basically, it's if you got a coin that you don't know what it is, just put circulated unrated. But you do have to put one of those conditions on there, or they will block it. They will not let you post it.
All right.
They won't.
Anything you want to rant about? Because my keyboard just died and I have to go get batteries.
Anything I want to rant about? No, not necessarily. I guess go get you some batteries here. We'll talk a little bit about the coin.
Yeah, talk about the coin thing a little bit. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Otherwise, I can't continue. All right, hold on.
What Ben's was going through with tapes and stuff. Some VHS tapes come already rated. Some come they have a different classification. So you'll have that with coins as well, just like with baseball and football cards and those kinds of things. You'll have classification. Now they're wanting you to do that on the coins. So if you start getting a notice about your coins, hey, look, it's got listing got removed. That may be why. Go back and check it. Check and make sure that you put a condition on it. If you don't know the condition, then the best one is to default to circulated unrated. Basically what that means is it's the worst of the worst. Even if you think it would rate better than that, the coins that I have basically done, that's what I have done. Because I don't know, I'm not a coin rater. I don't know if it would be circulated grade this or circulated grade that. I don't know. I'm just like, hey, I'd rather sell it as if you're a guy who knows and can tell, great. I don't want to take the chance on it because I don't know. It's not one of those things I got into, and I don't know how to rate coins. And I've only got a few of them. Now, I was going to put some more on, but I wanted to wait till this rule was completely 100% intact. And I guess he didn't have any AAAs anywhere close, folks. Maybe this is the time where we talk about him. What else to talk about on here, you guys? It's kind of weird sitting here. I feel like I'm talking to myself.
You stop talking? You got to keep these people entertained.
I ran out of things to talk about.
Lord, man. I don't know. I've known you for years. I don't know a single time when you've run out of things to talk about. Damn, it's not the battery.
Oh, so are you going to be able to? Are we going to be able to do this?
We can do anything.
Oh, okay.
I'm confused on why there's a problem.
We're about to see IT in action here, folks. Diagnosis of the keyboard issues.
Well, it lights up.
Hey, it lights up. All right, well, you're still continuing with that. I'll go on and we'll talk a little bit about some eBay news. So we're talking about the coins. That rule is full effect. Like I said, if you don't know how to rate them, make sure you're defaulting to circulated, not uncirculated, circulated, the low one, default, the one at the bottom. You want to make sure that, I think you got a visitor.
Yeah, probably. Pet of some sort.
And then, I want to ask you, Benz, if you know these guys, do you know Flippin' Ain't Easy?
I do know Flippin' Ain't Easy.
And do you know Commonwealth Flipper?
Yeah, Commonwealth comments on our podcast often. But go ahead.
Okay, so they actually have done a podcast on the AI, because there's been a lot of on Reddit and eBay here lately, and so I just kind of looked it up. There's been a lot of talk about the eBay Live and how only certain sellers are invited to do it.
Yes, eBay Live, you have to be invited.
Now, you can ask to do it, but there's a lot of guys who are apparently starting to complain about how they're saying that it's actually causing short-term traffic drops for their fixed-price stores. But I noticed that Flippin' Ain't Easy and Commonwealth Flipper both have YouTube videos on this going back about a week to 2 months ago, and they talk about it. Now, I've not had a chance to listen to what they've said about it, but it is interesting that you're seeing a lot of, apparently on Reddit, you're seeing a lot of people who are starting to really complain, and the Facebook eBay resellers community is really starting to highlight. One of the highlights on is bugging me how many notices I'm receiving from eBay about their live shows. So that they're talking about being pushed. It's being pushed on. They're being advertised a lot. The eBay community, you're starting to see people who have applied multiple times, and eBay is not allowing them to go, so it's hurting their business. So you're starting to see quite a few complaints about it.
And how many times do you log into eBay now, and then it shows you a bunch? The first thing on top is just a whole bunch of freaking lives. It's, you know what? It's not. I think eBay was late to the game, and they are trying to catch up. But I don't think eBay is the place for this. But you know what? They got to try their thing. Take their swing.
I don't think it is either. And
I think
now that you're starting to see, because one of the other things too, is you're seeing too on a couple places where they're talking more, and we just talked about this in a couple of our shows. Vinted. I'm not going to do Vinted right now. I think Vinted needs to get their act together. I think there's a lot of disadvantages with Vinted. But you are starting to see Vinted is on the rise, and a lot of first-time resellers, more first-time resellers are signing up for Vinted than they are for eBay. So for the first time, eBay is losing out on first-time resellers. Now, that may be due to advertising, because you see a lot more Vinted ads right now. But I think I'm sitting here going, all this together, I think it is harming eBay. I don't think the eBay Live is a place to do this. I think you're getting a lot of complaints, and I think, especially when you're seeing all this on Reddit, these complaints on Reddit about it, I think that's driving new resellers into the Vinted categories, into their arms. So I don't know how this works out. And the whole thing with eBay, oh gosh, they just bought out. Who was it they bought out? Oh gosh. Come on, Benz, help me here. eBay bought
Depop.
Depop, yeah. And they bought that hoping that they would kind of attract that population over to eBay. And that's not really work, because Depop is not, the platform's different. It's not synced with eBay. Oh, we heard a sale. We'll talk that out here in just a minute. I think it'd be great. I'd like to hear maybe just go watch it, what Commonwealth Flipper and Flippin' Ain't Easy actually had to say on their broadcasts or their podcast about the eBay Live.
They both are good. They're both, if you haven't seen them, you should go watch them. John, Flippin' Ain't Easy, and Kevin, Commonwealth Picker. Commonwealth Picker does a really good job. John does too. Two totally different approaches, but John, he has a live he does once a week, and then Commonwealth, he's on Trash to Cash, and then he has his own stuff. So they're both good guys. They both have good insights on what's coming down the pipe. So one of the things that we haven't talked about here that we probably should is the shipping. Have you seen that?
No, not really. There's something different about it, but
It hasn't.
I've only had one item to ship in a week, so really
this isn't something we're seeing just yet. But eBay is expanding to its use of eBay shipping, which will require some eligible listings to be shipped through eBay. You must select eBay during the listing process, and then what will happen is the money for the shipping will get paid to eBay. And eBay will just provide you a label. That's what they do on Poshmark. That's what they do on, I think, pretty much every other site at this point other than eBay, where the sale, when you sell, right now on eBay, there's a couple different things, right? You can sell things, you can try to push a bunch of the costs into your shipping, or you can overprice your shipping and make money off the shipping. There, we're looking to go to what everybody else is doing. It says, hey, the customers buy the shipping from eBay. eBay gives you the label. So you won't make any more money on your shipping, but at the same time, it'll show everything priced the same. I think it's a good thing because right now, people look it up and say, oh yeah, plus shipping, what's the total? The shipping won't be a factor anymore. So you can't play that game with the shipping. So you'll be able to truly see what the item costs, and then the shipping will be done through eBay. I like that. I like that. When I did it on Macari, it was all right.
I don't like it. Here's why. I do tend to make a little bit on my shipping, usually less than $1, because it used to be we made a whole lot more on shipping. But then they came out with this idea of you can give back to your customers, and of course, eBay resellers. Folks, I think we're some of the dumbest people in the world. I really do. I think we're some of the stupidest people when it comes to stuff. Because we will intentionally cut each other. Electricians don't do that. Plumbers don't do that.
Yeah.
They don't do none of that. But we will cut each other to try to make the sale. And so you have people when they did the promotion, you had people pushing up 30% initially to get their item sold. They'd pay 30%. Why? You're losing money. Now that calmed down, but shipping was the same thing. You can give shipping back. We give you a shipping discount. You can give it back. And I think I've got mine set right now to give back to go check it, but I'm pretty sure I set it at 25%.
Yeah.
Which means that what happens is when they pay for shipping, I get it. I usually make around 30 to 60 cents.
Yeah.
Which pays for my envelopes. That's what it basically pays for. It pays for the envelope. So I don't have to add in shipping and handling.
So you just have to add in your handling into your sell price. The other thing that I read
That's what I'm going to have to do.
Was sellers that offer free shipping agree to those shipping costs will be deducted from their account. So that's something you need to really look at if you're doing free shipping, because if this goes into place, they're doing it on the 28th in a small sect. And if they're doing it in your area, I'm sure you know by now. But when the buyer buys it, they're able to choose between standard, express, or pick up at a current location, or the shipping fees will be paid directly to eBay. So if you're doing free shipping and they decide they want it express, I'm pretty sure you still have to pay for that out of your free shipping. So be careful with free shipping going forward. I'm not sure that's how it'll work, but that's how it reads. So
I'm sure that's probably how it would work to start with. I know that I got smacked because I had one customer who, for some reason, decided they wanted the item UPS. And that's another thing that I know eBay is doing now. Basically, the buyer can select, because I actually sent a note to customer service. This happened like a week or two ago. And they were like, this is the way it's always been. I didn't think it was, but they were like, it's the way it's always been. They're like, no, you select your preferred shipping method. But the buyer can bypass that and say they want it a certain way, and you will do it, or you.
I've never had that happen, so I don't believe that if you don't. But I offer UPS and post.
See, I don't offer.
Yeah, so
I don't offer UPS except on the paintings, because on the artwork it's much better. To me, UPS is much better than USPS.
Well, yeah, for USPS, anything that's over a certain dimension, all of a sudden you're paying way too much. So yes.
But that's the only thing I offer on. I don't offer on anything else. But I did have they wanted some little, I can't remember what it was, some little, I was like, this is costing way more. It's actually costing me money. But Apparently, I went and read the rules. You're not supposed to ship it any other method from what the buyers.
But they should pay for whatever it
chooses.
says. They should be charged.
Yeah.
But they weren't. You don't think they were?
Yeah, I know I lost money on it.
So another thing with the shipping stuff, the seller must comply with the eBay shipping terms and carrier requirements. So you have to ensure that your items meet the restrictions for size, weight, value, accuracy for declared packet dimension and weight. If you say it weighs, so there's a lot of people that do free shipping that just don't even worry about that, don't fill that section in, or people that do flat shipping don't fill that in. So you could say they're doing $6.95 flat shipping and they're doing it for a bunch of items. They don't put the dimensions in. But if you don't have the dimensions in and you put the dimension, or it defaults to 1 inch by 1 inch, it's going to charge them that 1 inch by 1 inch price. And then you're going to get charged back the fees to your seller account. So they're really pushing. I think they're doing this for a couple different reasons. Stuff that goes overseas, you got to have the dimensions in so they know what it's going to actually cost them. Stuff like that. So I think they're just trying to consistently make everybody fill in all those. I always put it in dimensions anyways.
I do too, because I want it to be as accurate as possible. I really do. The other thing, the whole overseas, we're starting to see that more and more with eBay.com consolidation, where they're consolidating more different countries, eBay dot whatever, into eBay.com as it's becoming more the international.
Yeah.
And that's why the country of origin thing, the rule is so important. That's in full effect now too, folks. If you do not have country of origin listed, they will. I got 2 delisted this past week, and I got another one that I just noticed when I logged in got delisted because I had forgotten to put country of origin. So it's sitting there in the inactive because, and it's a little note attached to it, must include country of origin. So I got to go look at that item and try to see where it was made. And here's the thing, folks: if you don't know, just put China. That's pretty much the default. If you don't know, just put China.
It's a good idea because regardless of what happens with this demurrage charges or whatever and all that stuff, China's always going to probably pay the most. So if you're wrong, at least you will be covered.
All right, we're moving on along here, folks. And so we got a lot of good news there for you. Talked about a lot of things. If you're in the live thing, we would love to hear from you. Comment. Yeah. We'd love to have you on. If you're experiencing a new coin rule, we'd love to hear that. So comment or hey, ask to come on. We'd love to talk about that. And then the new shipping thing. Let us know about that. If you're in the area where that being rolled out, hey, tell us. But that should move us right into our next part of our series, which most of you really love, which is called Our Pick or Pass. What you got picked for us here, Vince?
Well, yeah. What do you got?
Oh, you want me to go first? Okay, I'll go first.
I got to pull mine up.
All right, so no books for you this week, folks. No books for you. In fact, here. This is a non-branded cast iron skillet. Now, it's not big. It's not very big at all. It's only about 5 inches. I'll show you. I got a measuring tape right here. Yeah, it is exactly a 5-inch. So what I found out is these are called cookie skillets.
I like a good cookie.
That's what they're called, cookie skillets. And in fact, some of them are sold with the actual cookie dough that you use to make in this.
All right.
It comes with a little kit that you put with it. Now this one here, it may have come with a kit. It does not have a kit with it. So, would you pick this?
Yeah, it depends. Cookie skillet cast
I'm just
iron.
asking you, Vince. Would you?
Yeah.
Don't be looking it up.
I'm not looking at it.
Would you take it?
It's like, yeah. Would I pick that for a quarter? Yes, but not in general. Especially if it's something that just comes in a fun package that people make cookies in. It's probably not worth anything. It's not stamped. It's not real cast iron.
No, it is real cast iron.
I mean, it's not old cast iron.
No, I don't think it is. And camera just got fuzzy for some reason. Bear with us, folks. Technical difficulties. Hopefully it's coming out clear for you. But no, it is not. It's not stamped with Lodge on it. Of course, be careful with Lodge these days, folks. Lodge, like Corningware, has relicensed their name. So some of the Lodge stuff, depending upon where you're buying, it may not be actual made in America Lodge stuff. It may be Chinese knockoff. But I got this. It's been a couple weeks since I got it. I want to say I paid like 50 cents for it. I'm almost positive I paid like 50 cents for it. And so let me share. If this thing will let me share and don't lock up on me. It locked up on us one time, Ben.
Share.
Oh, you got it pulled up?
Cookie skillets for sale? Yes.
Yeah, okay. I'll let you do it. I'll let you pull it up then. Grant access. What is this?
No, just stop whatever you're doing.
Okay, try to share again. It's doing some weird thing like it won't ask me permission. Okay, yep, there you go. That says 4-inch, nice. 5.5. That's a weird one there. The bake shop.
Yeah. So there's a 4-inch regular cookie.
Yeah, see, I didn't look it up this way. I put in the 5-inch. Okay. Right there's two 5-inch, so I put in
Skillet,
5-inch.
5-inch round.
Yeah. Yep, because that's what I got. Which is pretty close to that 4-inch one right there. Because some are 4-inch, some of them are 5-inch. See, there's some with the cookie things with them already.
Yeah.
And there's a brand new one, 5-inch, does not come with the cookie dough. Runs about $15.99. There's one that I think somebody's crazy there for $19.99.
Yeah, $9.99.
$9.99. Yeah. So $8. So go back up. Let's see how many we got listed.
96.
96. See, I ended up with 202 somehow I looked it up. But we'll go with yours. We'll see. Let's see about our sold here.
9. 10% sell through. Were you higher than that with yours?
Let's find out. So I had 202 and I still got 9. So no, I would have been lower. Yeah, but it does look like I'm getting the same ones you're showing. I've got the same ones showing up there that you're sold. So it looks like the sold is, I say what? I'm getting all over the place. But I'd say around $10.
Here, right? Yeah, around $10.
Yeah. I'd say around $10.
Yeah. Sell through $10. That's not bad.
No, not bad at all. So about a 10% sell through. 50 cents. Hey,
can't go wrong with that.
I cannot complain. I can't complain about that. So it's one of those weird items I'll be listing.
Yeah.
He gave us a free. I was like, I'm tired of showing books. I need to find something else. So I did find this. So that's great. We'll be back to books next week. I still got more books in that box that I paid 7 cents for. All right. So what's your pick or pass?
My pick or pass is this. It's a Skylander
Life Creation Crystal.
Life Creation Crystal. I paid 50 cents for it.
Same price I paid. Okay.
Got it at a yard sale.
What is that?
It's for Skylander. It's a video game system. It's got this little base on it. You set it on the base, and then it does something. I don't know. It creates life. I don't know. Maybe it brings you back to life, maybe, in the game. I'm not sure.
Don't stick it on your wife's tummy.
For sure. Since I had a vasectomy, I'd be very pissed off. People, I didn't do anything wrong. It's that life crystal. Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, okay.
So would you pick or pass that for 50 cents?
I would pick it, I think, because stuff like that normally sells for wild numbers. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Skylanders.
Like stuff like that usually has these cult followings. And if you're into this stuff, don't get mad when I say cult followings, because honestly, if you're into it, you're really into it. And you'll pay a bunch of money for some little paste
way more than you should.
The rest of us wouldn't pay crap for. So yeah, I would pick it for 50 cents. I would.
All right. So let's share.
Just because I generally think that things like that sell for $20, $30. Holy
that's
crap.
A whole set. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, and then there's buy 4, get whatever, multi-set, $485 to $70.
$69, so $29.
Well, that one right there, out of the package, looks like
that's
it's like
the one I have right
$20
there. Skylanders, Crystal, Life, Aeon.
Okay, so that's $15. Pre-owned. It's not even in the new box.
No.
They run from like $10 to like. $66, and I'll scroll down and see if they're all the same.
$29.9.
Yeah, they're all pretty much the same.
That's what I have,
yep.
Especially this green one. This is the one I have. So pre-owned.
Yeah, so
$24.95. 14. Here's one in a box. That's the exact
there's
one.
$24.99 in the box. Yep.
Two
one.
watchers.
2 watchers. Yep. So I would throw it $19.99. Then go back up. It's in the box, but is it free shipping?
No, $8.99 shipping.
Nope. No, $8.99. So I would throw it on for $19.99, 20 bucks, and grab their.
Yeah. So 50 cents is pretty good. Now, okay. So we got.
Let's see what the sell-through rate is.
That's the. Let's see if they're worth anything. If they're selling.
You got 2 watchers on that one. 41.
41 results.
41.
Yeah.
That's it, brother.
Yeah, that's about 50%. 41.
62%.
Yeah, 62% sell.
62%.
Nice.
Yep. Yeah. So definitely that. I told you. That's why I would.
$24.99.
That's why I would pick it. Because these things like this, when you see them, you need to pick them up because you may not know anything about them, but as long as you get them for the right price, and don't go stupid. Don't be like, oh, I'm gonna pay $5 for it. But if you can get it for 50 cents, grab it because things like that, they generally have followings of people who are really into it and they'll pay for it. I never heard of Skylanders, but I was still thinking.
Yeah, Skylanders I've sold before. There's a crap ton of them. They're not worth a lot, but this one I figured might be because it was in the box and it was something different I'd never seen before. All right.
Right.
$20. We're gonna put that out there for $20 and see if we can sell it real quick. All right.
Should 62% sell rate.
Good. Yeah. Do our commercial.
Oh Lord. Yes, weird commercial.
I just got one, and it said it's the sexiest coffee ad, circa 1960. And we're gonna share that. Dude.
I'm scared of these folks.
I do have another crispy clown. There's a lot of that crispy. Did you ask your dad about that?
My dad said the reason that it didn't last is because it was terrifying.
Yes. All the commercials. That one we watched was weird, but there's much weirder ones. There's like a guy with a big, huge spoon. He's like eating it out of the spoon, and the guy doesn't speak.
Yeah.
It's like the commentator's talking. He's like, "Are you going to use such a big spoon?" He's I'm like, "What the hell's going on here?"
Dad said he remembered that cereal, and it was absolutely. He said, and imagine watching black and white.
Yeah.
He said that made it even more spooky.
All right, this is the sexiest coffee ad, circa 1960.
Want anything special for your birthday?
Just a decent cup of coffee.
You're kidding.
I'm serious. Honey, your coffee's undrinkable.
Pretty harsh.
So's your coffee. The girls down at the office make better coffee on their hot plates. See you later.
And he didn't even kiss me goodbye. If I could just make a decent cup of coffee, I could relax. So, relax. Why don't you try instant Folgers? Tastes good as fresh perked. Good as fresh perked. I'll surprise Harvey for his birthday tonight.
Hey, great coffee.
It's instant Folgers. Doesn't it taste good as fresh perked? Better than those girls make at the office?
Honey, their coffee can't hold a candle to yours.
Instant Folgers taste good as fresh perked. Try it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, Grandma.
All right, so you must tell your wife, your coffee tastes like shit. The girls at the office do better than you, honey. You need to work. You need to get better. She would be like, oh, let me figure out how to do this better. So he didn't even kiss me. She wouldn't want to kiss you nowadays. She'd be like, you know what? Get the hell out. Go drink their coffee. I don't give a crap. But
yeah. We're going to want some feedback, guys. Yeah. Try telling this to your wives and let us know how it works out for you.
When your birthday comes up, say,
not recommended.
I would say, when your birthday comes up, and she said, what do you want for your birthday? Say, you know what? I'd like a decent meal because your meals taste like crap. And see how that works out for you.
Yeah. Let's see how that works out for you. I don't recommend it.
No, we're not saying it's a smart thing to do. We're just saying we'd love for someone to do that for us and give us feedback. And you have two black eyes be like, this is much better this morning than it was last night.
Take it from guys who know. Don't try this at home.
All right, that's a pretty lame commercial. I didn't go crazy. They didn't have
That was supposed to be the sexiest commercial.
Sexiest coffee commercial ever.
Okay.
Next week I'll play.
It was the sexiest
I will play the
coffee
sexist.
commercial ever.
Maybe I read it wrong.
All right. Leave us, drop us a line, click subscribe. Folks, we're glad each and every one of you are here if you're still here with us. And again, ring that bell, where it is on Spotify and whatever.
All right, everybody. Thank you. Remember, we are here every week, pretty much. We might be a little late sometimes, but you know, my wife's been late before, and I thought it was a good thing. So, all right.
Bye,
Have a good week.
folks.
See you.